Okay, so in this video we're going to talk about the snap change. It's been a really popular move for the last couple of years due to David Blaine and Now You See Me and countless others. But it's a really old move, and I think it just gets butchered all too often, and it's often labeled off as like an impractical move. And I want to make this video to show you that you can use this for real people and that most people just don't know how to do it. So let's get into it. Okay, so as I'm sure you know, you're going to have to start off with a double lift. Okay, so get your double lift on the top of the deck and pop it up into a position like this, and then you can grab it with the other hand in the following positions. You're going to take your index finger and put it about in the center of the card, maybe a little bit lower, and that's it. You're pinching it with the thumb and the index finger. Now a lot of people teach to do it like this, but I'm going to teach you this way, which adds a whole nother level of craziness to it and just makes it almost a perfect move. Okay, so since most of you are going to be learning this with the right hand, I'm going to now switch to my right hand. Okay, so you should be in a position like this, and what's going to happen is you're going to wave, a simple wave like this, and in that motion the card is going to change. Okay, and as you can see, you might notice why I started off with the index finger and the thumb being the only two fingers holding the card is because when you do a snap change like most people do it, you hold it like this, right? And then when you do the change, that middle finger just vanishes, and it's kind of weird. So doing it this way, the middle finger actually starts from back here, comes up and swipes the card away like this. That way there's a lot less movement in the hand, and you don't see this middle finger just vanish. Okay, it'll actually be covered, and then the card just changes, which makes it, I think, just a bit more impossible. Okay, so let's take a look at it from behind. That's what she said. Okay, so you're gonna hold the card like we talked about, and what's gonna happen is the middle finger is going to come in the front, make contact with the card, and then the index finger and the thumb are going to squeeze together, and you're going to be kind of doing this type of motion, like you're putting salt into a bowl or something. I don't know. So they're going to move. They're going to split it like this as the middle finger makes contact with the card and pushes it back, like you're snapping. Okay, so it's like this. You're stealing that card away like that. Alright, so like that. Okay, and this is going to take a lot of practice to get that muscle memory going, but once you get used to it, it's a really easy change. Okay, so the index finger kind of lifts up a little bit in order to let this card slide out, and then quickly gains contact with it again. Okay, so it's like a very quick hop almost. So here's where we're going to start throwing in some subtleties. So the finger brings it back, and if you're watching it really closely, and there may be this kind of fishy moment where this card kind of, you know, goes in front. So you can use the other hand to start from the top and wave down. That'll completely hide the motion of it going down, and it'll also cover up this middle finger coming in front and then going back. Okay, so it'll cover up this motion. Okay, it'll cover this up. Alright, so you're here, and get comfortable with the actual snap change until you can do it quickly. There's no hesitation, it just goes straight back. Alright, so the the middle finger comes in front as the other hand waves in front just briefly. You don't want to ever cover up the snap change. You don't ever want to do something like that, because you know, the snap change is such a visual change. Why would you want to ruin it by covering it like that? You know what I'm saying? So the hand comes on the top to cover the card going like this. Okay, so it covers this motion. Okay, so you're here. Do the change as the hand waves down. You can kind of give it a wiggle like that. Okay, and that's the basic motion, and I'm going to switch to give you another perspective so we can talk about angles. Okay, so we should be here. The hand covers up in the front, and as you wave, the middle finger comes up, steals the card away, as you bring the hand back down. Okay, and that is the snap change. And so your angles, obviously, you can't do this surrounded because everyone will see this card come back, and that's just awkward. But your best angle is for them to be sort of to the right of you, just a little bit, or right in front of you. You can do it very easily with someone right in front of you, and you can do it with someone just a little bit to the left too, and you should be okay. Okay, so you're good from about 10 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Alright, so you can do it from this angle, alright, and you can do it from this angle, right? And they won't see that card come back. So it's sort of an angle sensitive move, but if you're good at controlling your audience and getting them onto the right position, this should be fine. Okay, and they won't see it. So let's talk about the cleanup briefly. Okay, so after you've done the snap change, you need to ditch this card on the deck. Okay, so you're here, and here's how simple it is. You just take it and drop it on the deck, and then bring this card back and flip it over. Alright, let me break that down again. You do the snap change, right? And you're here, you drop it onto the deck, and the middle finger comes and scissors the card as you flip the card over like that. And that will clean the move up completely. See, it's here, you ditch this card and flip this card over, and no one will see that card, that palmed card. Okay, so this is a really great move. Hopefully you got something out of this video and learned something, and maybe it'll help you with angles, or maybe you learn that little subtlety of keeping the middle finger back here and bringing the card back as you do the change, rather than just having it there and then snapping. That's pretty much it. So once again, I hope you enjoyed this video. And please, if you learned something, click that like button. It really helps me know what my audience likes. And make sure you subscribe if you're new to this channel and you like what you just saw. There'll be more of that coming up, buddy. So peace out, guys.